Hey, 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 y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sister Self Care Sunday. It's your girl, and I'm glad to be here. If you notice anything a little different, it's because my girl Denise couldn't make it with us today, but she's here in spirit. She is here in spirit. So, how are y'all doing on this wonderful Sunday? Listen, April is here, and we're talking self care. We're talking self care. So, I want you all to really start thinking about how can you practice self care. So, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. All right. You know, Today we are talking about creative self care using art and journaling. So, there's so much going on, right? But how are you really relaxing? You know, and how do you know when you need to relax? So, let's get into some signs of when you know you need to relax. Let's say you find yourself being short, just kind of snapping on people. You may need to relax. If you're having terrible sleep patterns and you're waking up exhausted, you may need to relax. If you've been scrolling for hours and hours and you've been caught up on the media, social media, little hamster wheel, you may need to relax. Or if you find that when you get home from work, you're still thinking about the work. You're bringing the work home with you. It's like following you to the dinner table. You may need to relax. So I want y'all to really start thinking about, you know, how can you relax? Well, you know, as you know, there's always different ways that you can relax. So today we're going to be talking about being creative with it, using art and journaling as a tool to help you relax. So, when we talk about relaxation, in the comments, tell me what techniques or tools are you using today to help you relax? What are you doing? And the thing of it is, you have to be intentional when it comes to relaxing. Sometimes you have to just say, no matter what's going on, time out. I need some time for me. Stop pushing yourself to continue just to keep going and going and going and going because then you're going to get burnt out and lead to overwhelm. Okay. And that can also cause health issues. Too much stress on the body will give you high blood pressure, right? It can lead to stroke, heart attack, all types of things. So you really want to make sure that you're being intentional in watching how your body is responding. And when it tells you, hey, we need a break, take that break. Take that break, okay? So that's what we want you to do. So again, as we go through and we're talking about creative ways of practicing self-care, I want you to tell me, what are you doing to take care of yourself? Because that's what Sister Self Care Sundays, y'all, are all about. It's all about us taking the time to care for ourselves. And at Sister Self Care Sunday, we're here to just give you some tips on some different things you may not have thought of to help you with that. So, some things that we can do to be creative is coloring. How many of you have adult coloring? Adult coloring. I do. Let me tell you. I use crayons, I use markers, I use colored pencils, gel pens, and sometimes I freestyle. So sometimes you can just get a sketchbook from Michael's or, a craft store, and you just start sketching freehand, just drawing, like whatever is on your mind. Or you can actually get you an adult coloring book. And I've done that too. And you might say coloring, but let me tell you, it is so peaceful because when you're focusing on coloring, your brain is kind of shutting out all the noise that's going through it. How many of you have ever tried adult coloring? It is very relaxing, y'all. And I want y'all to try it and really enjoy yourselves with it. Relax with it. So adult coloring, right? Again, you can do sketching. Then they have, painting with a twist. If you want to leave the house, you can do painting with a twist. That's really nice. You can get together with some of your girlfriends. It's very relaxing. Or you can just do it at home. You can actually pre-order some of the kits. They already have them made up. They have the picture already drawn out for you and the paint set that comes with it. Or again, I always go to like Michael's and whatnot and pick up my own paints and just paint. And when you paint, it's so relaxing. And don't worry about perfection, because some people are like, well, I can't draw, or you know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's relaxation. And Rosalind, thanks for joining. Rosalind says coloring is very therapeutic. Yes, coloring is very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. So in addition to coloring, painting, maybe you want to build a collage. Maybe you want to focus on your dreams and just start building a collage. Cutting. How many of y'all remember being in school, cutting out pictures and pasting them, right? Go back to that. It helps unlock your creativity. Create a vision board, or just create something that reflects what makes you happy. Things that make it could be, maybe you're going to do a collage of all your favorite things. It could be your favorite songs, movie stars, movies, food, vacation spots, you name it. Those things are good, okay? Or what about doodling? Do y'all remember being in school and you just started drawing? Mind you, we was probably supposed to be paying attention to the teacher, but we were just drawing and doodling and carrying on. But you know what? It can just takes your mind away. Again, I'm trying to talk to you all today about what can we do to relax? How can we relax? So as I'm going through talking about different things on relaxing, I want you all to put in the comments, what are you doing to relax? How are you, what did you do this week to relax? That was intentional. What did you do this week to relax? That was intentional. Think about that. The next thing I want to talk to you all about is, if you're not into painting, which try it. Just try it, y'all. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on it. Try it. It's really good, y'all. It's really good for you. Again, coloring. You can find a coloring book at the dollar store, right? Thanks for joining. I see we have Facebook and we have Instagram live with us. Thanks for joining. I'm glad to see y'all here. Put in the comments, y'all. Tell us, how are you relaxing? What are you doing that's creative to relax? Or what is something you used to do to relax? Because this is an environment where we want to share with our sisters to give encouragement and different ideas, okay? So, what about when it comes to journaling? Journaling is another way. Okay, we say audiobooks. Audiobooks is good too. Audiobooks is good too. So anybody else out there? We have the audiobooks and scrapbooking. Oh my goodness. So Rosalind says scrapbooking. Scrapbooking is so fun, y'all. But you can get serious with that scrapbooking, can't you, Rosalind? You can get some serious stuff going on. I done bought fabric. You can get little pearls. I mean, just all types of things you can do that's creative to help get those juices going and to relax you. To relax you. Okay? So now that we moved away from the coloring, I like the scrapbooking. That's very good. Scrapbooking, y'all. Painting, coloring, markers, doodling, just drawing in general. Journaling. Journaling is an excellent way to do what I call a brain dump. A brain dump. At the end of the night or in the morning sometimes. Definitely at night though. If you just have a lot on your mind from the day, just start writing down stuff. Just start writing down what's in your mind to help get it out. Help get it out. That's very good, y'all. So try brain dumping. It just gets everything out on paper. And then you'll be surprised at all the random thoughts that's going through your head. A lot of thoughts. How many of you ever journal? And what types of journaling do you do? The other journal, which is a great idea that helps relax you and it boosts your mood, is gratitude journaling. I love gratitude journaling because let's face it, sometimes we forget just how blessed we are. We forget just how blessed we are because I know, I get it. There are a lot of things out there that kind of make you want to think like, Lord have mercy. If I see one more foolery out there on these social media news or the regular news, I just don't know. But I'm telling you, journaling is so powerful. It's so powerful, y'all. And if you start off with, just writing down your thoughts, right? We talked about brain dump. So if you just start writing down at nighttime, I would say about an hour before you're ready to go to bed. This is a good bedtime routine to help you sleep better. Just start writing down everything that comes to mind. Write it down in the journal. How your day went, what you felt, what you accomplished, right? Just jot it down. And then the other thing, yes, Sheila says, yes, gratitude, pros and cons for a given situation. So true, so true, so true. And then we have Sheree Winston. Thanks. You never tried journaling. You got to try journaling, Sheree. You got to try journaling. Because listen, here's the thing. When you talk about gratitude, right? It's so easy, y'all. How many of y'all show of hands? It's so easy to find things to complain about. What's that famous phrase? If you look for something, you're going to find it. If you look for something, you're going to find it. There's always something we can complain about, but there's always so much we can be grateful for and thankful for. And that gratitude journal, I'm telling y'all, it makes you really refocus and reframe your energy from focusing on all the negativity. Because don't get me wrong, it's some negative stuff going on. We all know. If you know, you know, and I know you know. But if that's where all your attention is going, you miss and forget about all the blessings you have. For example, the human body alone is such a magnificent machine. It's incredible, absolutely incredible, y'all. Do you realize your brain is processing to tell your eyes that it's registering while it's taking in the visions of everything that's coming in? At the same time, your heart is beating, your lungs is breathing, your digestive system is digesting, right? Your ears are able to hear. So you're able to see, hear, talk, walk all at the same time. Like that's a lot that your body is doing. And it's doing it all on its own. That's a beautiful blessing because guess what? Somebody can't hear, somebody can't see. And so we have to start thinking of all the things that we have that are blessings that we take for granted. Being able to pick something up with our hands. It's some people who have, arthritis so bad they can barely even pick stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So that practice that gratitude, right? So I say we have Rosalind, Sheree, we have Sheila, and we got some yes ma'ams. Yes, we know. Yes, it is. So these are the types of things I just want y'all to keep in mind, right? What are some other types of journaling that you all do? Any other type of journaling. Sometimes there's journaling called prompt journaling, where you can get some books that have prompts already created, and they may ask you questions like, what is the one thing I need to do right now? What's the most important thing I need to take care of right now? Right? It may ask you, how are you feeling? What's my current mood and why? Right? So, as we talk about Sister Self Care Sunday, and we're focusing today on creative ways to relax, right? How can you relax and be creative? For some people, believe it or not, roller skating can be very relaxing, right? It can be very relaxing. So, they may not call it art, but it can be very relaxing. So, thinking of things, Sheila says self reflection is important. And you're so right. Self reflection is so good. Checking in with yourself, finding out, okay, how am I doing? How am I feeling today? Right? How am I feeling today? And why am I feeling like I'm feeling? Do a pulse check with yourself. Make sure your temperament is good. And if it's not good, try to figure out like what's going on with me. Why am I feeling, not my best? Because every day ain't gonna be a great day, right? But those days, if it seems like you in the funk for a little bit too long and you can't put your finger on it, start journaling. Start doing some self-reflection that Sheila talked about. Okay. Let's see who else is over here. Hey, my people over there on Instagram in the chat. Tell us on Instagram, what are y'all doing, right? What are y'all doing when it comes to decompressing, when it comes to relaxing? We're talking creative ways that we can relax. Um, some creative ways you can relax. Some people play solitaire. Some people find that solitaire is relaxing for them, right? Um, you can try to do that as well. Solitaire, maybe that's very relaxing for you. Just to be able crossword puzzles. How many of you do crossword puzzles or word search? I enjoy a good word search. So word search can be very relaxing. Very relaxing. Reading a book. Reading a book can be very relaxing, right? Listening to some nature sounds. How many of you have ever listened to nature sounds where maybe it's just water, the rain, sound of the rain? I love water sounds, or the ocean sounds. It can be very relaxing. Sheila says, taking a walk along the river walk, very relaxing. For me, I'm a water girl. So anything that involves water, I'm relaxed. Anything. Sheree says, me love word search. Yes, 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 yes. Love word search. So walking by water, listening to water, adjusting the lighting in your room where you are, maybe turning off everything, taking some deep breaths. And when we talk about being creative, how about just envisioning your favorite vacation spot or pulling up some pictures right from your phone regarding some of the best places and funnest places that you've ever been to? That can be very relaxing to reflect back on that, right? So, again, we're talking, what can we do? So, we're going to do a few tips. I want everybody to point out one thing you all going to do this week to make sure you get some relaxation. In the comments, what's something that you can get done this week to relax? So, what are y'all going to do? I'm going to type this out. What is one thing you can do this week to be intentional with your relaxation? Okay, to be intentional with your relaxation. I got to spell it right, y'all. I'm typing this out. Okay, to be intentional with your relaxation. Let's see what y'all gonna do. We want to make sure that y'all being intentional. Okay, so now when we talk about being creative, I want you to also know you don't have to have a lot of time dedicated to doing this, because I know some of y'all might say, I'm busy, I got a lot of stuff going on, but that's why you need to slow down, sis. Slow down. Slow down. It's okay. Slow down. Give yourself what? Can you dedicate 15, 20 minutes just to relax? Start off with 15, 20 minutes just to relax, because you're worth it. Take the time, because you're going through so much. You have to do so much. You manage so much. You're managing the house, you're managing work, the family, the kids, the husband, significant other, pets, right? Some of you are caring for your parents, taking care of your parents, right? Or other loved ones. The work that you do in the community. Some of you are so busy, you wear a gazillion different hats. So all your time is just being spread out, and you're being spread too thin. So want you to be intentional with taking care of you. Now, Sheree says she's going to carve off 15 minutes before preparing for bed and journal for the first time. Oh, good idea. Okay, good idea, Sheree. And let us know how it goes. Let us know how it goes, because it's a good thing. It's a good habit to start. So I'm so excited that you're going to try that this week, and tonight for the first time. Good job, good job. And then Sheila says she's going to take a yoga class. Yoga is excellent. So that is good. So I want you all really, again, be intentional to take care of yourselves. That's what Priority You is all about. I created this, you know, my company and my mission and purpose is to serve women and to remind you all to prioritize you because you matter. And so Sister Self-Care Sunday is every first and third Sunday of every month. Normally I have my partner in crime. Denise couldn't make it today, but normally it's Denise and I. And we're here offering a variety of tips. And this week, the topic was, how can you be creative with your relaxation? How can you be creative? And we've got some good ideas. We've heard of, when you have the scrapbooking, which is super creative, right? What about knitting? I've heard people say that knitting is so relaxing for them. Knitting or crocheting, that's also relaxing. I'm not a knitter or a crocheter, but word on the street is it's very relaxing. Drawing, coloring. I want you all to do something, be intentional with giving yourself permission to relax. Maybe it's drawing a hot bath, soaking in the tub, throwing on some relaxing music. You know, again, I like nature sounds, but maybe y'all want to go back in the day to Little Luther. You can't go wrong with Little Luther Vandross, child. You cannot go wrong with that. Or whatever you're most laid back. Now, I don't want y'all to put on no hype music because you're trying to relax. So put on something that's slow and mellow so you can just decompress and relax, right? Blow out some of that steam so you can be prepared for the next day. Now, Rosalind says going to do mindful meditation before bed. Great idea. Mindful meditation, y'all. That's really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. So I'm glad to see. She said, never wrong with Luther. Never wrong with Luther, okay? Never, ever, ever. So yes. So we have some folks that are going to be doing some yoga, some mindful meditation, some journaling. Again, I'm so proud of y'all for really thinking about yourselves and putting yourselves first, because that's what Priority You is about. I want you all to put yourselves first. The next thing, if you haven't already done it, you want to sign up for our newsletter. The newsletter comes out. It is once a month. We just dropped the April newsletter, but it's not too late. I'll put the link out there on Facebook. I think it's still out there, but I'll put it out there. I'll pin it to the profile so you all can go in and sign up, because we've got some fantastic articles this month. We're talking about time management on a personal note, right? We're also talking about tips on communication, communicating with clarity. And then we're going into some mindfulness at work to help you stay calm, even in stressful situations. So we have a number of things. And then coming up, y'all, we're bringing it back. Sip, Chill, and Spill is coming back. It's going to be the fourth Sunday of April, which is the 27th. April 27th, it's going to be 1 hour of fun. I'll drop the link out there soon so you all can register for it. So stay tuned for that. But those were just a few announcements, y'all. Just a few announcements. But listen, I want you all to promise me that this week, I want y'all to pledge you're going to make time, if not every day, at least 3 times a week, to consciously relax yourself. And that means not just standing in front of the TV set, watching the TV set. That's not the relaxation I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the scrolling on social media either, y'all. Not that either, okay? So we have our marching orders. Thank you, Sheila. Sheila says she loves the topics for the newsletters. These newsletters, y'all, they come with some really, really, really good tips. They have events of things that's coming up so everybody can stay in the know. And then when you do sign up for the Priority You newsletter, you do become part of our Priority You community. We have a whole Facebook community that we have where we have special worksheets, special conversations that go on, and things like that, because we believe in community at Priority You and providing a safe space for women to prioritize themselves and to remember just how fabulous you all are, because you don't give yourself enough credit for that. So, with that said, I'm not going to, I pledge to do so. Okay, good job. Thank you, Rosalind. So, with that said, I'm not going to hold you all any longer. Try to get your intentional creative relaxation in today. Make sure you make it a part of your normal regimen. Try to be intentional at least 3 to 4 times a week, y'all. At least 3 to 4 times a week because you're worth it. You're worth it. And with that said, I want to wish you all a good evening. It's been so fun being here with y'all. And on the 3rd, which is going to be um, April 20th, Denise and I will be here. Oh, will we be here? That's going to be a recording because that's Easter Sunday. So we're going to have that in a recording. We won't be live more than likely. Okay. So I thank you all. God bless you. Love y'all. And if you see a sister or a friend, give her a smile. Let her know she's a priority too. All right. Good night, y'all.